Hey everyone, I'm Ted Chan with PracticeQuiz.com. Today I'm excited to share with you a memory technique that has helped me a great deal. Did you know that the human brain was originally programmed or designed for a lot of wayfinding? So when we associate things that we want to remember for test taking or a professional exam, with a place, that can really help us remember things. Um, so, two ways to do it that I've seen, and I vary it up depending on the complexity of what I want to remember. The first is I really like to use my childhood home. And it's actually pretty amazing. I taught this technique to my 7-year-old so that she could remember who wrote the Star Spangled Banner. But what you do is you take a room in your house and you associate a word with that room that will help you trigger the memory. So in this case, we wanted to remember that Francis Scott Key wrote the national anthem. So what I had her do was think of a really shiny golden unicorn key and put it in her bedroom, and just had her focus for 10 seconds thinking about that key in that room of hers. And she has never forgotten that Francis Scott Key wrote the national anthem since. So you can use that technique with your childhood home. You have a number of different rooms, maybe 10 rooms that you can put something. The more you can make the keyword memorable, the more likely you are going to be to recall that term when you actually go to test day. The memory town method is another way to approach it. The memory town method uses your town or where you're from, or maybe a place that you spent a lot of time, like a college campus, as the vocabulary location blueprint. So first, you want to build that mental image of the town, segregate words or concepts into those locations. Try to choose and remember really beautiful places, fancy places, and associate the words with those. I'm thinking of things like parks or museums or stadiums that really jump out in your memory. So you might be putting, let's see, to remember a president's name, or a year. You try to associate some concept. You put Abraham Lincoln in the stadium. That's something, especially if it's your local stadium and you've been there, it's really going to help your memory. I think it's also helpful to use the characteristics of buildings in your town to split up concepts. So if you have masculine nouns, you can use whatever you think is masculine. If you have feminine nouns, you can use whatever you think is feminine. I'm not going to sit here and stereotype, so you decide what those might be there. So the more life and character you give to the words or concepts, the more successful you'll be. And whenever you need to remember that word or concept, go on the mental tour, go and visit those places and try to extract the word that you're looking for. And there's a good chance that will help you remember a concept that you're struggling with. So thanks a lot for spending time with me today. I hope this tip will help you excel in what you're working on. And we look forward to having you study more on PracticeQuiz.com.